Okay, I'm gonna do a little teaching here. I've had a lot of people tell me, why don't you ever get pictures of squashes instead of them damn dull structures? Well, structures like these here, bends and breaks. What people don't realize is you get to know these breaks and what they are, and you start following them. The squatches are teaching you. Right there. The squatches are teaching you. What you have to do is you have to learn. Like me. When I first started seeing these structures, I didn't know what the hell it was. And the more I studied them, and I started having interaction with squatches, then that started like a storybook. All you gotta do is look, open your ears, and listen. Understand what you're seeing and hearing. That's all you gotta do. Interesting. Probably a log. But I have to go up there. All I'm doing is just taking my time. See, all you gotta do is you gotta start with structures. Tree breaks, tree bends, twist, and all that stuff. That right there is the beginning of your schooling. Over there, there's two right over there. Yeah. One right there. See if I can get a good zoom in on one right there. And one right there. Look at that one right there. You see how they got that little square down in there? You gotta worry about. I hear movement, but I don't know if it's a deer or what. I see something black up there, so I'm gonna try to get in on it. Where's it? Right there, yeah. I don't know what it is. Probably just a tree. I have no idea. Nothing. That's what I see. Yeah, like I said, you start with tree bends and breaks. You start seeing more of them. You follow. You see what direction they're going, and you follow them. That right there will tell you everything. I'll start teaching you. All you gotta do, it's like going to school. You see, or going, just going to school, like learning algebra. Some people pick it right up, some people don't. Me, I don't. But out here in the woods, I do. Because I learned to listen. I learned to understand. I learned to read the signs. You don't read the signs, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, sure, anybody go out here and say, I want to squash one. Yeah, big deal. But you don't know what you're doing. Everybody thinks you go out, go squash, and you expect to see a squatch. That's not necessarily true. I don't see them half the time. I get lucky, and they present a shot, like what happened about a month ago. I got that big black one. I got that juvenile up behind it. I got another one to the left of it, behind it. That was at the right place at the right time. That's all it was. But I learned to understand it. You gotta learn to understand what you're looking at. Like, let me come over here. I'll just show you these things. I'm gonna get a close-up of them, and I want to show you what I'm talking about. 80% of the tree breaks and twists and bends I see are either going east or west. Now look at this here. See how this one right here is bent over like that? Look at that one. It's got that bend in it. All right. We come up here. Okay. Look at this. We got a break. See how what they did? They pulled down on it. They pulled down on it, and you stretched all the fibers right here. That's how you get a break. And this tree was fresh. Look at this. See? Still got leaves on it. Even though this break is more than a month old, but it still lives. They might be in here, they might not. All I know is I heard a big thump, so that told me something's around me. And they're staying out of sight, and they're doing their little curiosity thing, which I think is cool. You just got to be alert and look for stuff. They will present themselves without it even realizing. Like, good example, like way back there, let me zoom in on this. I'll give you a good prime example. Now you see what I'm zooming in on? Okay. People say, oh, that's a squash. No, that's actually a fallen tree. But you gotta know what you're looking at. See what I'm talking about? It could be a brush. It could be a dark spot in there. Now, people say, oh, it's pareidolia. Well, all pareidolia is definition. You do not know how to explain it. You see it, you don't understand it, oh, it's pareidolia. That's the simplest way to get out of something that you can't figure out. Oh, it's pareidolia. That is the chicken shit way out. People have got to learn to recognize stuff. Oh, it's pareidolia. Like when I first started, everything I hate, oh, it's pareidolia, it's pareidolia. Well, I've learned to realize that to them it's pareidolia. To me it's something because I see what it is. People see it, their mind cannot comprehend it, so they throw the word pareidolia. Now the shit we got in these woods here, you got Shell Dion. She's got dogmen. She's got squatches in her area, which is pretty cool. She shows pictures of them. A little blurry, but she shows pictures of them. Like I had a juvenile out in the open, but he was way off, and I got him. You know, but I mean, I recolorized it. He had a gray body and a black face, which is pretty cool. The area I'm in right now, they're here, they're in here. And what thick as it is, they can get close to me and I'd never know it. But I can tell that they've been in here and that they're close. Because I'm looking at the brakes, I'm following the brakes, just twist, snaps, everything. And being arborist, that helps too, you know, on reading wood. Like right here, look at this. See this? It's right here. It's, even though it's old, to a point, They pulled it down. What they did is they took this here, and they pulled it down, and then they twisted it this way. Okay. There's another one right there. People can't comprehend it because they don't understand it. I tell people, come out here in the woods and let me teach you. Let me show you what I know. And you'll hear every excuse except for the one you want to hear. Oh, I don't believe in that stuff. Oh, this is that, and the other. Bullshit. You see, all I'm doing is just walking in my area, and I'm catching all sorts of breaks. And I know they're in here. They could be following me right now. Matter of fact, I know they're following me. But if I get a shot of them, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. The comprehension is, I know they're here. I know what they do. I know there's juveniles in here. There's 3 sets. Cinnamon brown, reddish black, and black. Look at this. This old tree trunk right here. Been down dead for a while. But look at this here. You got this white oak that's underneath it. Between the forks here. Nature can't do that. Considering this tree's been down for God knows how many years, you know. You know, it's just, you just got to know how to comprehend. Me, when I come in the woods, I let my senses go. Someone told me a long time ago, let your senses go, and you'll start to understand, and you'll start seeing things. And believe me, I'm seeing things. Not in my mind. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff. I'm seeing bends, breaks, twists, signs that they've been in here. Look at this one here. This is about a month old. But you can see, this right here has been broke all the way up that way. They bent it, but they didn't kill it. They bent it and it ripped all the way down in there. So it's still healthy to a point. Let's go down in here. I'll have to show y'all some good stuff here. This is where we might see them. Not guaranteed, but we might. May never know. But you got to learn to read the signs. Here's right here. Yeah. One right there, we got a little bend. Look right next to it. See? Right next to each other. A lot of this stuff is where the adult are teaching the juveniles. That's what it basically is. They're teaching them. They're taking their kids to school. They're telling them, learn, watch the humans. Like, I can tell they've been here about a day or so ago. Look at it right there. Right here. Right. Right there. See that freshness? Now look right above it. See that right there? See it right there? And look right down below it. That tells me that they've been in here. That could have been from today, this morning, last night, all the way up to a day ago. You know? I'm seeing tracks. I'm seeing all sorts of stuff. And I'm reading this. In other words, I'm just like a dictionary. Your computer. I'm feeding it information. The more information you get, the better you like it. The better you know. The more you know. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back.